Hello again everybody, and welcome back to another installment of Game Time. Today we are going to be doing something a bit different, and we're going to be moving on to Hunt Showdown. And this was one of my first games after playing Hunt Showdown. We cancelled Shadow of the Colossus because it was really awkward to do a video on with regard to there being no music, and I couldn't really commentate on any of it really until I got to the place. So you know what I mean, I just thought, yeah, screw it, we'll just do something else. So we're gone back onto a PvP game, so that PvP break was very short-lived. Anyway, this game, Hunt Showdown, is probably going to be one of the first shooters you see on the channel. I'm not a fan of shooters usually because there's numerous reasons. I don't like Call of Duty. I'm not a particular big fan of Battlefield. But that being said, I used to really enjoy the original Ghost Recon on the PC. Back in the day where you hit people mattered, how you approach targets mattered, and it's not just, you know, quick scoping or, you know, who's got the best gun because they've paid to win to get to that area. This game, completely bloody different. It's all about noise. It's 3D noise, so using the CryEngine, it is absolutely phenomenal. It's one of the best immersive games I've played in a long time with regard to sound. So, as you can hear from us moving about the map, if you walk into chains, they'll make a noise, which gives away your position to other hunters. There's 12 hunters in a map, and you've got to go and verse all 12 of them while fighting for a bounty, if you're not aware. But you've got to find 3 clues first to tell you where the bounty is. So this is one of our first games, and I've looked up a couple of videos, and most people are saying, like, you know, comparing people to what they call crouch walkers, which is, you know, apparently crutch players. People that just want to be immersed and, you know, not play it like a shootout, a gun game. But we're going to be like that initially because we're brand new. We don't know what we're doing. We don't want to be chucking ourselves in firefights right away. We're trying to get used to the game. So please, for those veteran players of Hunt Showdown, please bear that in mind. I am completely bloody new. I have got better of late with running headlong into a bloody gunfight, but just bear this in mind. Basically what we've got to do is we've got to hunt down this bounty, kill the boss and extract the bounty while being attacked by other players that can then steal said bounty. Every gun in this game, if you hit them right in the head, is a bloody one shot, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. It's about time that was done. Shotguns have a range, the muzzle velocity of the rifles all make a difference. The sound, you can hear footsteps if you crouch. It reduces the sound but not completely. The things you walk on the floor, if you're in grass you can hear it rustling, if you're on the gravel you can hear it crunching, if you're in mud you can hear it, well, for lack of a better word, splashing, slurping, I don't know. But yeah, it is really a nice change to be in a game where things that you do matter. And I think this is, I would say it's underrated, but I don't know enough about the community on Hunt Showdown to know whether it actually is underrated. I don't know what player base it's got, but I just grabbed it, and in all honesty, I'm loving every second of it. There's the PvE element as well, which is the player versus environment, the zombies. There's zombie dogs, there's zombie T-virus like zombies. You can use that dark vision that I'm showing you there to see where the clues are, to see where the boss is, rough direction. There's barrels there that I shouldn't be crouching around that. That's a very noob thing to do. There could be a trap on that and I could get set on fire. There's a generator to my left that can create a noise distraction. If you crouch while you open doors, they open them slower. You know, just everything that you would think wouldn't make a difference actually does. I mean, I'm going to make a very stupid mistake here and show you there. You hear the noise? So now my footsteps, if I decided to run around, would be quite masked for that. And it'll also, in a nighttime map, turn on all the lighting in this zone. I'm now throwing a lantern at a zombie, which I believe can't actually see if that's an emulator or not. Yeah, that's an emulator. So I'm throwing a fire lantern at a fire zombie, and he's immune, but I'm new, so I don't know. So now I'm on fire and I'm burning. So now I've got to stop and put myself out. Just little things like that, and it burns your health away. So you can't just refill your health if your health's burnt away. It's gone for the entire match. Anyway, that's it for the introduction for those of you that don't know. There's probably a lot more that I'm missing, but I'm going to try and do this and then spin on to some action parts, because the games are for an hour each if they actually run the length, and this one I think was on for 58 minutes. So I'm not going to sit here and bore you with all of that. I'm just going to show you basically the fights where it all kicks off. So give me a sec, I'll do a bit of editing and we'll jump right into the gunfights. Cheers peeps, see you in a sec. Right, so we're now back and we have fast forwarded to the boss area. So we're approaching quite quiet, we can hear gunfire in the background. And if we jump into dark vision mode, if we didn't hear the gunfire, you'll see top left there's a little icon and it'll be flashing red. See it pulsing there? That is letting us know, along with the whispers that we heard, that there's people in the boss area already. So they're either fighting the boss or they're camping the boss area. So if you go there and you try and think it's safe and you see that flashing red, then you know there's somebody within the boss region. So we know, obviously, as we're hearing shooting, so we're going to try and sneak around and see what's going on. Masking the footsteps, you can hear a chicken coop to the left, so somebody's triggered another noise thing, which if you get close to chicken coops or dog kennels, or horses, even injured horses, they'll give off noise alerts to alert other people of where you are. So we're just having a quick little sneaky look around as a crouch walker, because as you do when you're new. Nothing over there. You can hear his footsteps and the boss's footsteps, so they kind of mask each other, but the boss's footsteps are a lot heavier. There's a zombie over there, an emulator, then there's a guy, look, so we duck down. He didn't see us, thankfully. Trying to line up a headshot, because this gun is only good for about 40 meters. And then we get cornered this side. They don't see us, thankfully, so headshot, dead. 1, 2, 3, and thankfully he didn't aim for the head, so I didn't die. But we had to get him 3 times in the body, because I think one of them hit the arm and then 2 hit the chest. And as I said, the velocity and the damage on this rifle, the Winnie, is pretty low. And I'm surprised I didn't get rushed here. But again, as I say, I think I'm like level 2 at this point. I think it's like my second game. So all of the people that we're against are in the beginner matchmaking until level 10. And another thing I should mention is if you die in this game, any perks you've got, any guns you've got, any items you've got, even your hunter will die permanently. They're gone for good. So, I mean, these two that are just killed there, they won't be gone. There's another guy there, look, sneaking. Headshot. So he's dead as well. So there's 3. But as I was saying, yeah, if you lose things, if you die in the match, you lose everything. But until level 10, I believe it is, you don't, because it's like a buffer, a safety buffer. You're in the rookie mode until you're level 10, I believe it is, and then you end up in the pool with all the other beastie people. And then you can permanently lose everything. But until level 10, it's a bit lenient. So we're just having a look around the boss room here. And you can also loot, which is what we're currently doing, for some supplies yourself off the other hunters. You can also, if there's a team of 2, because you can play solo against duos and solos, which you can't opt to not verse duos, sadly. There's not a solo versus solo unless you go in quick match. This is bounty hunt game mode. So you can, even if you're a solo, you can ask for a random partner, so you'll always be with somebody else, or you can just go in on your own and get an underdog bonus for your score, which is what I've done. I only like playing it solo, because every time I've gone with a partner, they just die, or I died and then they burnt my body, and then carried on. So yeah, I don't really like the partner system. It's a lot more fun, in my opinion, when you're on your own and you're taking on teams of 2 and 3 and you actually win. That's brilliant, because you can revive your partner. If your partner sits there on the floor dead, say if I hadn't killed these two, they could revive one another if the other one had killed me and then brought his mate back. But you only lose one big health chunk permanently until you kill the boss. Thing is, however, if you then chuck a firebomb on the body that you killed, knowing that his partner's still alive, that puts pressure on him because it will burn his health away. So then he can be permanently dead if he doesn't put him out. So you can burn the body, make his mate come and try and put him out, and then you shoot him. Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, people don't like the insta-burning on Hunt Showdown. I've pretty much figured that out. If you kill somebody and instantly burn them, yeah, you're going to get hate mail for days. But then again, you're solo, so if it's 2v1, then, in my opinion, it's a mechanic. Use the bloody thing. Obviously not instantly if you don't need to, because it's always fun versing too. But anyway, we're just sitting here for a bit, so we're going to spin on. Alright, we're going to wait, because I can still hear people shooting. There was the boss, so we're going to spin on a sec. Give me a sec. Right, so now this part, we've been hunting in the boss area for a couple of minutes, because we know we can still hear people running about. I think there's another duo, and somebody's trying to approach me from behind. There they are. So we'll wait. Get a chest shot. He bottles it and runs away. Mistake. Kill. Brilliant. Right, so he's a duo. I know he's got a friend somewhere. So now you use the noise to your advantage again. And if you listen, that's the boss. That's a dynamite stick. Just come through the window from his friend. So he's trying to flush me out. It also creates a massive bloody smoke screen. So we're going to try and use his smoke screen to our advantage and wait for him to come in. Because he heard me running because I sprinted. You hear that for miles. Wait for it. There he is. Missed. I hit him. Didn't get the headshot. That time I did. So there's another duo down. And there we heal up. He should have gone for the revive when he dynamited me personally, because then they could have bum rushed me together and I would have been screwed. So yeah. Reload. And then we're going to wait a bit. Make sure there's nobody else coming. We're not on trios, it's only duos. So I know those two were together. Because the partner gets a kill screen, obviously, to tell his friend where you are. Personally, knowing that now, as a solo, every time you get a kill, you need to move. So, yeah, don't sit in the same position, because you're just going to get dynamited. Right, so I'm going to have a little check there, loot the corpse, and then we will move on. So now, after all of this has been said and done, everything's gone quiet. There's been no gunfire, there's been no footsteps other than the boss. So I'm going to quickly have a little check for some sneaky people. I've used my dark sense and I've seen that the boss area has gone white, which means it's safe to approach. And we're going to try and go in there, kill the boss, get the bounty and try and extract ourselves. We've got a couple of kills, all the bodies have been looted. Just going to loot this one, we're going to have a silent approach to the boss and then we're going to try and take him down. Now there's 3 bosses. This guy that we're versing currently, if you look top left, we're versing the Butcher. Now the Butcher is impervious to fire. So some of the bosses aren't. There's a Spider, there's the Butcher, and there's the Assassin. The Assassin and the Butcher, the Assassin and the Spider aren't impervious to fire. The Butcher I think is impervious to bleeding damage from melee attacks, but the Butcher isn't. So we don't know that just yet, so because we're completely new. So we've never even killed the boss apart from the tutorial. Now we're doing it in the live server, so I've put my lamp on so I can see. You can hear him, and then we get our first shot. You can see his health bar top left, that red diamond. So we're going to shoot the ever-living shit out of him, shut the door, reload, wait for him to calm down a bit, because there's an enrage mechanic on these bosses. If you do too much damage, they start running around and They do a lot of damage and they take a lot less damage as well. I don't actually think they take any damage when they're enraged. That was something I've just recently found out. The amount of times I've wasted so much ammo hitting a boss that's enraged, and then wondering why I can't take the damn thing down. You can also use bear traps on this boss. It'll stop him, it'll pin him down. Hitting him in the head, I don't know whether it actually does more damage, but he throws fire at you. He hits you with a massive fire hook if he gets close enough. But because it's an online game, he is locked into that place, so if you go out the door and you don't stand immediately in his direction, you can't actually get hit. But you can get pincered by other players. So we're going to carry on, we're going to kill this boss. This is going to be one of the first times we've killed a boss, obviously, so it may take us a while. We're still crouching because we don't know whether we're completely alone. We may have killed 2 duos and a single, but that's what, count that, that's 5, including myself, 6 people, so that leaves 6 possible people on the server currently still alive to come and counter me. There's only 1 bounty in this map as well. You can have 2. There can be the spider and the butcher. There can be the butcher and the assassin. There can be just the assassin, just the spider, or just the butcher. It depends. There's a random contract. So we're going to try and get in here. I assume that the boss can't hear me when I'm creeping, but I don't actually think that's the case. Because I've tried to do this in other modes. There's another dead hunter there. It looks like somebody's tried to take on the boss and they've died. Which can happen. Yeah, it can happen. I've been pincered up the corner by a boss, and it's just gone into enrage mode, and I've took like 3 or 4 hits, and I've been dead. So, yeah, it's pretty tasty. Yeah, prime example. Nearly got caught there. Set me on fire and hit me. So now my health's burning away. I need to get out, close the door, stop the burning before I lose that health slot. There we go. If that bar burns away completely, you cannot refill that health unless you banish the boss, and it gives you 1 full health chunk back, I believe. Don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure. So, yeah, we're just going to keep going in and out and in and out and doing this until the boss is dead. So, we're going to spin on until we get our last couple of shots. Right, so, we're a couple of shots away from killing him now. Took us about, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes. We have got the Winnie. We can't burn him. That we know now. He is impervious to fire. So bear that in mind. When you're a noob like myself, especially in your second game. I don't believe the tutorial actually told me that he's impervious, but yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we got 1 bullet left. He's got a tiny bit of health. But he's in rage, so we're going to get smacked. Going to kill him at the doorway. There we go, he's dead. Right, so that little animation there where you see him die and then he swings around. If he catches you with that, you will die. That is a damaging move, and oh, I've got stories. Now, anyway. So now we're banishing the boss. So that's going to refill all of our health. We're going to go around the boss room, and now you got to defend. So that progress bar at the top left, we've got to wait for that to get to 100%, and we've got to defend this area, and the boss is going to drop 2 tokens, 2 bounty tokens. As a solo player, you can only take 1 of these tokens. Once you take the token, your dark vision gets 5 seconds of a boost, and the boost enables you to click it, and then when you put your dark vision on, if there's anybody in the area, they will glow up orange within 130 or 150 meters of where you are. So you can check things, you can check see if somebody's sneaking up on you, but you've only got 5 seconds. Bear in mind though, to everybody else, when you carry in that boss token that you cannot drop unless you die, you are revealed to everybody on the map. So everybody knows where you are. So as soon as you've killed him and you've got the token and you're trying to get to an extraction point, everybody knows where you are on the map. So if there is anybody left, this is the time to intercept. So you got to defend this, wait for it to finish, pick up the token, and then do one. And as I was saying, with regard to that last hit with the hook, with the butcher, I remember doing a fight recently with him, and he was underground in a little building, and there was 4 pillars around the circle, and I wish I'd have recorded it, but I was just too triggered. I'd killed a few people on the server. I knew I was the last one on the server. I'd counted all the bodies. I was killing him. It took me ages. Killed the damn thing. And literally, on the last swing, I went to run up to him to get him. And he swung, didn't hit me, died at an explosive red barrel, hooked the barrel, blew another 2 barrels up that was next to him, or a couple of bombs or something, and I died. So yeah, that really triggered me. I wish I'd have recorded it for a funny moment, but at the time I was just fuming. I'd killed everybody. I'd gone to the boss room. I'd took out the people that were fighting the boss with a silenced gun, and then I'd killed the boss, and then I died to the damn meme that is the red explosive barrel. So yeah, that was brilliant. Anyway, we're gonna spin on, and then we'll show you what happens when we get the token. Right, there we go. Picked up the token. Now it tells everybody that I've picked up the token, and bottom left you see that I got 5. Now my arms are orange. I spin around, I have a little look, and there's nobody orange in my vicinity, so I know that in 130 or 150 meters, whatever it is, there is nobody around. There's the other token that I can't pick up, which I'm unaware of at this point, because it's the first time I've actually killed one in an online match. There is 2 check marks top left, telling me that there's 2 tokens, and I've only holding 1, so that's why I went to try and grab it. Now we're using the map, and there's 3 exit points. 1 to the top left, 1 to the bottom left, and 1 on the far right. So now we have to choose which one we're going for, but on the map we are a little lightning bolt, and if anybody on the map uses dark vision, their dark vision, a massive lightning bolt will be shown across the map, no matter where you are, all the way down, pointing to roughly where I am. So now I need to run my arse off, or pick a spot to defend and kill the remaining players and then go. So currently we're a noob, so we're just going to run for our damn life to the exit, because I'm rather excited that I've killed a few people, I've got the token in an online match, and I want to get the hell out. So we're going to try and make a beeline for the extraction with the 3 seconds remaining of the dark vision mode to try and help us. So I'm a bit nervy here, as you can probably tell. If you go through wading in water, deep water, you'll slow down drastically. You'll hear a massive noise across like a fair distance. So if there is anybody sat there, they will hear me splashing. If you go through the forests and you hit twigs on the floor, they will snap. And with good headphones, you can hear that. So you'll hear exactly, and it's all directional, this noise. So if I'm sprinting now, if there's anybody within, I don't know, probably 50-60 meters, you can hear it for bloody miles. And people can ascertain, especially when you get used to the audio, you can pinpoint where people are. The gunfire as well, especially if you hear a distant gunshot, you can determine what gun it's coming from, you can determine the direction it's coming from, you can determine how far away it may be. It is absolutely unbelievable, and I thoroughly enjoy every second I'm in it. I really do. I've just wasted all that dark vision there, because that's the exit zone. So I'm making sure that there's no one waiting for me at the exit. So now when we get here, we've got a 30-second extraction timer. So now we've got to wait here for 30 seconds to get out with the token, while everybody else can turn up, because everybody knows where this part is on the map, and kill me. So they can also run in to the extraction zone, and if there is an enemy player in there while I'm in there, they can block the extraction. So it stops the timer and resets it. So they can run in, run out, and then, you know, stop you leaving, and then shoot you, or throw a stick of dynamite, or whatever else. You can't throw dynamite in water because it doubts the fuse, because, well, it would. Unless you've got a waxed dynamite, which explodes in water. So it is literally everything. They've taken into account absolutely everything, and it is really enjoyable. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And I thought I'd get a video out with regard to it, because I enjoy playing it, and I think I'll enjoy doing content on it. It's PvP, everybody likes a bit of PvP, don't they? And it's one of the first shooting games that I've actually got on the channel, and you'll gradually see me getting better and better as we progress. So we're going to see the end screen here now. Give you a little rundown of the score we managed to get. So it tells you everything you get, and then you get bonuses for being solo. So we've got the butcher killed. We banished the butcher. Extracted the bounty. The clean sweep is banish, kill, banish, extract, and then there's your bonus for being solo. Then there's the other things for killing when you're in there. So if you don't want to verse people and you want to just level your hunter up, you can go around and you can kill PvE creatures and other people, and then your progress bar will fill up, and each time it fills up you get more tokens. And once you get more tokens, I'm actually level 5, look. I wasn't level 3. But I'm still in the noob matchmaking, so my hunter can't die until I'm at least rank 10. It's bloodline rank 10, I believe, not hunter rank 10. So I've got 5 more levels. But if you escape, you'll watch how much XP you get and how quick your bloodline actually levels. It is ridiculous. So you haven't got long. Your hunters max out at level 50. So here we go. That's going to take us up from level 5 to level 7.5. So I've got a couple of levels left now. Yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that, and there will be more to come. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching. Cheers peeps. Ta-da.